Okay, YouTube, today I have to head off and get a chest x-ray. I mentioned that yesterday. It's a persistent cough I've had for about 11-12 months now. So I best get that checked out. The doctors are a little bit concerned. And I have been concerned in the past, but I'm not really worried. Because I'm pretty sure it's an infection, not anything really bad. But we'll get it checked out, just to make sure, because you never know. And also, I was reading about this idea of a firewall for Britain that GCHQ is supposed to be cooking up, and I really don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's going to work, and I'm going to tell you why. So the plan is for GCHQ to be creating a firewall that essentially blocks certain or filters certain DNS entries for malicious sites that spoof current trusted sites like PayPal, things like that. Now that sounds pretty good on the whole of it, doesn't it? Because you don't want to go to a malicious site, you don't want to be tricked. But the problem with it is everyone knows how to get around the filter. So yeah, some of the stupider ones are going to get filtered out. That's fine. But you cause an awful lot more problems than you solve. Because the moment you start talking about a filtered site list, people start asking questions. No, I'm not saying hypothetical here. People were asking that this morning, the moment this was announced. What else are you filtering? You can't just filter things out. The criminals aren't all stupid. Some of them, sadly, know an awful lot more about how to deal with security problems like website filtering than perhaps even the government does. And it creates all kinds of issues. The first big issue you have, of course, is the issue of false positives. Now, you can't have, in a situation where people are already claiming that you're going to use this DNS filtering to knock out sites that you don't like, you can't have false positives. If a legitimate website is blocked, they have a legitimate claim against the government for stifling their business, or just basically curbing on free speech, as people would actually put it. So, you have to make sure that you don't get a false positive. And that means that you already have a weakness in your filter that criminals will exploit. And if you think that companies suing the government because of policy changes that harm the business won't happen, well, it already is. European law allows it, and you've got to remember that we haven't left Europe yet, and we're not going to leave it for a couple of years at the very least. So these situations are already happening. So if we're going to go down this route, it's going to be quite costly. We're at the health centre now, waiting for a chest x-ray. No one else here, so maybe it's not going to take as long as I thought. Or maybe it is, who knows. Patience is a virtue. Now that didn't take very long at all, but here's the weird thing. Apparently a hair can show on x-rays, which I didn't know about. Probationary period should have been included in former chief executive's deal. And the town breathes a sigh of, well, duh. Hey, look at this bit of plastic, very highly, it's sticky, but it's not sticky.
It's not sticky, it's got a very high coefficient of friction.
That's it, friction. So it just holds the phone. And I'm going to use it to hold the little action camera when we're driving around.
Oh, it doesn't so much slide as it just sort of peels off. But it's that is weird.
How you doing, Dickens? Are you enjoying having a look around the new security system? Getting to know it? Getting to know how it works? It's a good girl. Hey, what is it? It's a camera. Yes, it is. It looks a bit complex, Jen.
Yes, it is, and I need you to handle the IT side of things.
Okay. She expects me to make sense of all this stuff. I'm not a miracle worker.
Okay.
How you doing, anyway?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. So a few things have happened, and it's promising. It's cheering me up a bit because I'm seeing progress.
Good. We've just sorted out all of the games that I was collecting the other day and put them onto the shelves, massive amounts now. So thank you, Jen, for doing that. Jen helped me because I can't reach the top shelf properly.
Yeah, she's a little. She's not that much shorter than me, but she certainly makes a complete faff of doing it.
I can't help it. Plus, it's really, really hot in here today, so it was quite an ordeal.
Show them the one above the window that the final GameCube game, the Donkey Konga, filled the gap that was annoying me. So
yes,
job done.
Donkey Konga is in there. My goodness. That was
You'd probably be really annoying now by finding another GameCube or
Look at all
Wii
them.
GameCube.
Look at that.
How many?
594 PlayStation 2 games in that set.
Well, everybody now knows what that means. That means that you're on a mission to find 6 more games so you can get the nice round 600.
Yeah, but the problem is I've only got space on the shelf for maybe 2.
Nearly got you one today, but somebody had deliberately damaged the discs.
Sadly, in collecting terms, that's the type of thing that you're sometimes up against. That's why whenever I go out, I have a list of games, I check against it, and then once I've found games that I don't have on that list, I then check the playing surface. Is it scratched? Is it lightly scratched? Can I clean it up? If I can't, then it might be a really valuable game. It could be Rule of Rose. If it's scratched to the point where it can't be played, I don't buy it.
Although for 50p, you'd have it just as a placeholder on the
Rule
shelf.
of Rose, if it was 50p and if it was scratched to bits and it was unplayable, I would have it as something for the shelf to say I have it, and then I would still continue to try and find a copy that I could play. I'm trying to draw tomorrow's all of the house. I need to get it done today because I won't have time tomorrow. I've got meeting after meeting tomorrow. So, I'm trying to get it done now, even though it's actually 10 o'clock at night already, so it'll probably be cutting to the point where I have to stop at some point and then edit the vlog and get to bed because I've got an early start. But I'm trying to get it done. And the phone still keeps ringing off the hook. I have had phone calls up to 10 o'clock tonight. It's getting ridiculous. It's good to have the comic back on the website again. It's been too long since I was able to draw a comic, and at the time, this seems like last few weeks, pretty much since the start of this vlog, it was like that was carte blanche for people to take over my life. But getting it back now, getting back into the swing of things, comics up, feels good. Still got the Knob Mouse one to do, but we'll get there. I've got a little bit of time tomorrow that hopefully I'll be able to do the Knob Mouse comic in, but it's good to have one in the backup at least. So, with that said, I'm now going to go for a run because, well, it's late night. I'm not going to go for a run outside. I'm going to go and run on the Wii Fit or watch a vlog or something while I'm doing my run. I have to do it downstairs, but I need to get some exercise in because I don't feel like I've done enough today. I've only done about 4.2 miles, and that was all walking, so it's not really doing what I need to do. So I'm going to stop talking and start doing. Fantastic workout there. Run in the lounge there. Didn't go out because it's too late at night, but feels so good for it. Jen is watching her train videos in the background, getting ideas for her next episode, and I am going to have a quick wash and then start editing this vlog. See you tomorrow.